All right, so Dennis, how long have you been running the Cary Downtown Facebook page?
Since January 2018.
You don't get enough credit for what you do. You put up with a lot of people's nonsense, including mine.
A little nonsense.
Just a little. And but I was talking to Ann down at Everything Is Better Monogram, and told her, I said, we should do something nice for Dennis. He puts up with so much. We should do something for him. So this is what they came up with. They made this custom for you.
Ooh.
What do you think? You like it?
That's awesome. Yes.
So you said 2X. I swear this is a big 2X. And I'm looking at you and I'm wondering why you just didn't get extra large.
I'm a big boy here.
Are you a big boy at heart?
Big boy, yeah. So yeah, that was good. That looks good.
Awesome. So thanks for everything. Y'all, this is Dennis in the flesh. Isn't he pretty? Thank you for everything, man.
You're welcome.
High five. So in making this video, I was working with Everything's Better Monogrammed and working with the owner, Ann. And when I went down there to pick up the shirt, I saw on the front of the store, it said that they were relocating, that they were moving. So I was like, Ann, what's going on, girl? She says, we're gonna make way, we're gonna step aside for a new business that's coming in. It's gonna be a coffee shop. And they are moving to the Maiden Inn. I was hoping that she might want to share her experience being in that home and building her business there. And hope you enjoy this, our chat with Ann from Everything's Better Monogrammed.
Leave it all behind, rewrite the story, change the lines. Leave it all behind, rewrite the story, change the lines.
This is Bethany.
Okay.
And when I first opened the store, I thought I could do like I did at home and do everything myself. The sewing, I thought I was going to decorate the store by myself. And this sweet young college girl came in and said, I was just wondering if you could use some help. And I said, oh no. And I said, I'm going to do it all. And she went, okay. And she got home and she wrote me the sweetest thank you note for talking to her, and included a resume, and something said, you're going to be sorry if you don't hire this girl.
What was your favorite thing about working here with her?
Her. I got married almost 44 years ago, and we lived down off Chapel Hill Street. And my husband went to Carolina full-time, and he worked in Garner full-time, so we had to live halfway. And so you know how you guys are, you misbehave. And he misbehaved, and I guess I got mad. So when I came home from work one day, there was this huge, this just doesn't even do it justice. There was a huge bouquet of white daisies. And the reason we had, he bought daisies is because for our wedding, just a couple of months before, it had been all daisies. My flowers, my veil, my dress, my cake. The girls carried daisies, everything was daisies. So anyway, I get home and there's this big bouquet of daisies on the table with a note that said, let's call a truce. And so later on, and being from Garner, he had that thick Garner accent. And so he said, did you see all those flowers? I was like, yes. And he said, I went to downtown Cary and I found a florist. And I said, oh, and he goes, the name of it is the Flower Cupboard. And then after a few minutes, he goes, and they only charged me 75 cents for all those flowers. I was like, well, you could have not told me you were so cheap, but we were broke. He was a full-time student and I was a secretary. So anyway, through the years, I would go in the flower cupboard, and then he passed away in 87. That was in 76. So he passed away in 87, and when I'd come to Cary, I would walk through the flower cupboard because we only lived here like 10 months. We moved to North Raleigh. And then when I started doing embroidery, everybody said, you ought to go to the Purple Polka Dot and see if she needs you. And so I went to the Purple Polka Dot and I walked around and I said, this used to be the flower cupboard. And she's like, yes. Well, when she got ready to move, she said, don't you want to open up a store? And my grandchildren were getting ready to go, both be in school, and that was my goal, to stay home and keep them till they were both in school. And it turns out that I started my retail store in what used to be the flower cupboard.
Wow.
And it was almost 40 years from when I opened it to when he bought me flowers. It was right at our 40th wedding anniversary. And then Dana Cassell, who is amazing, came up with doing this card. She found an artist that could draw, you know, we just started. And then she also put in there, let's call a truce. And then Dana Cassell wrote our story on the back. And this is what's really cool about this card. And, you know, I tell people all
Can you
the
read
time.
me the story? Can you read it to me?
Yes. Ann and Kent were married on, I don't know if I can,
It's okay.
July 24th of 1976, in a lovely wedding absolutely covered in white daisies. That fall, Kent was in school full-time at Carolina and working full-time in Garner, so they found themselves living halfway between the two in Cary up Highway 54. During the first week of school, they got into a little spat, and when Ann got home from work that night, she found the biggest bouquet of white daisies she'd ever seen in her life with a note from Kent. Let's call a truce. Kent had visited the flower cupboard in downtown Cary and found the daisies as a peace offering. Ann always had her eye on the charming yellow house that once was the flower cupboard, and when it became available in the summer of 2016, she jumped on the chance to move her shop into the building. You see, Kent passed away in 1987, and when she opens the shop every morning, Ann loves the feeling that she's growing her business in the same place. Can't wait to pick out those gorgeous daisies when they were just newlyweds calling a truce. And you'd think after 32 years, I wouldn't be so upset, but I do.
Words too many times, stuck in the motions, trapped in the lies, starting.
We are moving to the Maiden Inn. We're going to be the hotel gift shop. We will be reopened March 2nd.
Holding my breath